welcome to the Chinese dish 1/12 scale playset made by Orcara. You'd think this was Japanese, and the way it's been packaged and the style it's been done in, it's very Japanese, but everything on it, apart from the website, everything on it is printed in simplified Chinese. So this is probably maybe it's made by a Japanese company, but sold in mainland China. So just for ages 8 and up. Anime to China is the company. Okay, there you go. Yes, so it's from Chinese market, and these were actually made back in 2009. But I've not seen them till now. I was like, ooh, that's really cool. Oh, I can't get that. And yeah, it follows the Japanese sort of 1/12 miniatures box style exactly the same. So you got the big box here, and it shows you everything you get inside. If there's a tape there, it means it's still sealed and you have a full set. So if you get a sealed box, you do have a full set. But the idea of these is you don't know what's inside each individual box. So some shops would open the box up and you cut it open and they'll sell these separate things. So if you want to pick up one or two and not bother for the full set, then there you go. But for someone like me, I always want to go for the full set, because what's the point of just one and two, hey? So I got the full set, but the dumbest thing is, the size of this, the full set can fit into a single box of these. That's just, yeah, it's stupid. So let's take a look at one of these boxes. Come out here, the rest of you are going in the recycle bin. So yeah, Chinese dishes, all the boxes are identical, they don't say anything different. Yep. There's a little bit of description about the Chinese bowl on the side, Chinese dishes and whatnot, and yeah, so really nothing special about this recycle bin. It goes, like I said, you can put the full set in a single box if you want to. So you got some cards here. So what do these cards say? Now these cards tell you about the Chinese dish. So you got nice art on one side, and on the other side you got the description. Previously I've reviewed similar things from these, including a Snoopy Cakes one, two sets of Sailor Moon ones, and the Sailor Moon ones and the Snoopy ones had little cutouts that you can do from these papers, so you can get even more crafted. Like for example, one of the sheets had a paper box to hold the Snoopy donuts, and the Sailor Moon one had some little paper folds for their diaries and bookmarks and whatnot. So I'm gonna jump cut the video here and take a look at each dish. This is called the Bao Cao Yok thing. So this is like a duck dish, and has some spicy peppers, some peanuts, and some cashew nuts, and you fry them some duck meat. And with this miniature, you have in Chinese restaurants, you have a plate and the bowl goes on top of it. So if you spill stuff on the bowl, the plate catches it. So that's less you need to do to clean the table. And you got the spoon there, Chinese style spoon. It works as a soup spoon and rice spoon, etc. And these are meant to be ceramic or china. And there's a bit of a gold print around each of these. Same with all the other plates you'll see later. And the actual dish here is separated. So you have the dish, some veggies, some what will be some sort of noodle base underneath, or soft-ish plastic, and you have the actual fry thing, which is actually painted and printed all over. So that's detailed. Softish plastic, but it's just a lump. So it sits there. So that's pretty cool. You have the batit guy, which is just pretty much a salted steamed chicken. The way this thing is done, you've got the plate piece there. You got two like strings of broccoli pieces, and in Chinese tradition we don't get rid of any bits of the chicken, so even the heads there, that's a separate piece, which is actually quite annoying to set up. At least the chicken meat is a single piece that you just set up. You got some little bit of I think it's probably like carrots or something, or turnip that they just put there. Got a dish of sauce, which the sauce piece actually comes out as a separate piece, and they molded a pattern underneath it, so you don't actually have to paint it, but the molding pattern makes it look like there's something in there. So there's a bit of oil, or a little bit of a ginger mixed oil thing, and each chopstick is individual. So later when you see more chopsticks, they're all individual pieces, and you have a tiny chopstick holder there to keep the chopstick from touching the table. So that's how they keep it hygienic and stuff. Buckingham up. So yeah, Peking duck. People have had this all over. You got a dish of pancakes, another set of chopsticks, the Peking sauce, and some chopped up cucumber and a rolled up spring onions there as in individual pieces. The cucumber is actually molded in a transparent plastic, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, we've got the broccoli again with the duck, and this duck is painted all the way around and looks really realistic. This looks like a Peking duck, and because yep, it's in China, so we still have the head and stuff along with the dish. So we have a dish of prawns here. We have a bowl of lemon water molded. Again, this, come on, suppose liquid bit can come out. Come on, there we go. Now this supposedly glass bowl is very soft. Well, it could be plastic. Pretending to be a plastic bowl. You got a transparent piece here with a little bit of lemon bits printed there, so that's pretty cool. Another dish of sauce bits comes out, chopsticks individual again, and the prawns here. Now the flour and veg come off on the whole, or printed and stuff, and the prawn itself is molded in a transparent plastic again, very soft rubbery plastic. That's pretty cool. The transparent prawns again makes sense, makes it look nice and yummy and shiny and stuff. And yeah, they're printed all over. You got the little eyes and stuff, so very, very detailed. So we have a cow yolk bowl, it's like a pork dish, and you got the chopsticks again, and you got the plate there with a basket, and the actual sort of oven pot goes into the basket, so the basket protects the guy eating it from the heat. And the dish itself is a single piece, just painted, got the meat there, some veg going around it, very fatty dish, and you got the lid that goes on top. So they'll come bring it there to your table, take that off, and all the steam will come out of it. Health wise, again, something that a lot of people have had all over the world in this set. We have another plate and bowl and spoon set. We have a cup of tea. Tea bit does fall out if it wants to. There you go. Just a block of literally iced tea. If you say that, that's what it is. The fried rice is the most unrealistic one. It just looks a bit like moldy rice, so that's nasty. I just have a teapot here, so you got the dish and teapot, and the lid of the teapot actually comes off. It's cool. So fun fact, nothing inside of course, and there's no actual hole, so you can actually pour water through this if you want to. Fun fact, if you have ran out of tea in your pot to signal the waiter or waitress, simply take the lid and put it up next to the handlebar. So they'll be like, oh, you need to refill, so they'll push this back in and then take it and go and fill it up. We have some pieces of roast pork, another pair of chopsticks here. I'm just going to move down. Another dish of sauce that pours out, so that's the same as the previous one. So you do have, apart from the chopsticks and the spoons, you do have some repeating pieces here. The actual meat pieces are molded in transparent plastic, and one-sided is a full piece, and on the other side it's been separated into two lots, and again it's all painted and molded in very, very high detail, so that's pretty cool. So that can move to the side. It's a steamed fish, which we usually cut a bit of ginger, spring onion, put on top of the fish, a little bit of oil and a little bit of soy sauce, and steam it like that. This set has chopsticks and another set of bowl and spoon. These chopsticks are starting to get a little bit annoying. So you got the bowl and spoon thing going on. So the fish itself is actually just a big solid piece with a little bit of green thing there. That's its own solid piece. But the fish is printed okay, but the soy sauce is not shiny enough to make it look like saucy. It's a bit too solid and matte in color. So there you go. Big set of Chinese dishes there. Not enough bowl and... Seriously, if there's only 3 people eating this meal, that'd be pretty fat or big. Too much food for 3 people there, but for the most part these pieces are pretty good. It will get a little bit annoying if you just pose these around, want to move them around quickly, so I do recommend a little bit of blue tack or something to glue some of this stuff down so they don't go all over the place. But overall, this is a pretty decent set, especially for an older set. Some of these pieces look pretty good. The fried rice and the fish are probably the worst looking ones, and the weird fried duck thing, the first one I mentioned, but all the other pieces look really, really good and accurate for the size that it's going for. So yeah, pretty cool little set. If you like some Chinese dishes and stuff, check this out, look out for it and pick it up. And yeah, pretty nice display kit. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below. And guys, take care and have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.